Recently, we've heard debate about President Obama's religion, and he's felt compelled to assert himself as a Christian. However, a key part of the president's story is that he is in fact the direct descendant of Irish Protestant immigrants, pioneers who helped tame the frontier. It's a deeply American story. In my book, called Pioneers, I write about his ancestors by the name of Carney, all of whom came to America from Ireland. Their journey began in a small Irish village more than 200 years ago and wound up in the White House with the election of Barack Obama. The president's paternal background is untypical of Black Americans. His father was a Kenyan who visited the USA only briefly as a student and who abandoned his wife when their son was not yet a year old. He played no role in rearing his son, or his education, or his religious formation. Barack Obama's background on his mother's side, however, is typical of that of millions of white Americans. His mother, Ann Dunham, dropped out of college to care for her son, and it was she and her parents who reared him. Her father, Stanley, was a blue-collar Baptist. Her mother, Madeline, a middle-class Methodist. All were born in Kansas. Stanley's grandmother was a red-haired Irish woman named Mary Ann Carney. The Carneys had come originally from Ireland and they were Protestants. The first of them settled in Baltimore in the 1780s, then moved with his young family to Ohio. There they were log cabin pioneers. They encouraged their relatives to come over from Ireland, and later Mary Ann's father moved on from Ohio in search of land in Indiana. And so, the story of Barack Obama's ancestors is a story of how America was made, a story of the opening up of the frontier territories west of the Appalachians. His ancestors never achieved fame or high public office, and in this respect, they're typical of the frontier folk who carved out the communities of America at this time. Amongst their fellow Irish Protestants, very large numbers of whom immigrated in the years before the famine, some did become famous. People like Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, Andrew Jackson, and Ulysses S. Grant. So, it's a story of one family, and it's the story of many families. It's the story of the making of a president, and it's the story of the making of the United States of America. This is Stephen MacDonogh for GRITtv.